You know, we talk a lot about Rian Johnson here on this channel. I should say I talk a lot about Rian Johnson here on this channel, and I admit it, guys. I admit it. Okay, I didn't like The Last Jedi. I still have hope. I still have the faith in the Force. I still believe wholeheartedly that there's going to be a lot of good things coming out of Star Wars here in the future, but anything that doesn't include Rian Johnson, in my mind, is going to be better. Now, that's to say that, you know, he could be onto something with this new trilogy. I don't know. He could be on to something with this new trilogy. He could be doing something good with it. And he's not bound by having, you know, 7 previous films and 40 years of fandom to contend with. Perhaps. I could be entirely wrong about him. He could be doing a good thing. But let's be fair, that's probably not the case. That's why this article here is interesting. Rumor. Rian Johnson no longer allowed to confirm he's working on a Star Wars trilogy. Now, this is a rumor with an unlikely source, one that should be taken with a grain of salt. However, Rian Johnson's comments as of today, or at least what's being reported as of today, maybe might be able to verify, validate, confirm just a wee bit, at least in regards to what's going on. So according to this article here, a new rumor suggests that Disney told Rian Johnson he's not allowed to confirm he's working on a new Star Wars trilogy. Okay. This rumor comes from WDW Pro on the WDW Magic Forums. So I don't quite know what the WDW Magic Forums are. Maybe it's Walt Disney World is probably what I'm hearing. But I don't quite know what they would have, what Walt Disney World would have, at least in a connection, in a direct line to perhaps Lucasfilm and what's going on. But hey, man, listen, it's a rumor. We talk about rumors and speculation here on the internet. That's what it says. Rian Johnson was officially given notice by Disney that he's no longer allowed to confirm that he's making any future trilogy or working on any future movies. He was given the ability to be ambiguous about it, but no more. Confirmations per Disney Legal. Essentially, he's dead man walking when it comes to ever working with Star Wars again. And a lot of people are going to be like, praise Jesus, praise the Force, praise Leia and Luke and everything bad that happened to the legacy characters in Episode 8. I'm being hyperbolic. But obviously, you know, there's a thing here. But I mean, I'm curious about it because here's what's being said as of today. Rian Johnson unsure of when he'll start the new Star Wars trilogy. Lucasfilm is figuring out the schedule. Now, go back to this year. Rian Johnson was given official notice by Disney that he's no longer allowed to confirm he's making any future trilogy or working on any future movies. To confirm it, right? He was given the ability to be ambiguous about it, but no more confirmations. Rian Johnson unsure when he'll start new Star Wars trilogy. Lucasfilm is figuring out the schedule. That's ambiguous. That is a no confirmation. That is just, things are, like, you know how Hollywood gets, right? Like, you get it. Yeah. Maybe. But look at this Lux 9 here. Well, actually, this is what he says. He says, the truth is, they're still figuring out their game plan, their schedule. Johnson said when asked about the Star Wars updates, he says, if it's possible for me to squeeze in another film before or while working on that, I will. So, I mean, just look at that right there. So he's got Knives Out coming down. People are saying that it's good based upon the TIFF premiere of it. And I am going to go watch it because, again, it's my job to see these things. And then as he's like, well, they're still figuring out the schedule. They're still figuring out what they want to do. And if I can film another movie in the meantime, then I'm going to film another movie in the meantime. That's about as ambiguous as it gets. That's about as unconfirmed as it gets. That's not there's no confirmed yay or nay. Now, if he comes out and he says yay or nay or whatever, he'll never say nay. He'll never want to say nay. He'll never want to give the trolls any kind of approach. He'll never want to give them anything. He'll never want to give them a damn thing. And you know that, and I know that, right? But you figure they would have a little bit more, considering the fact that a few months ago, Kathleen Kennedy was talking about the next 10 years of Star Wars films. This is from April 12th, 2019. So a few months ago, right? This is 5 months ago now. And she says here that that when talking about Skywalker, episode 9, says the movie is a culmination of the Skywalker saga. It's by no means a culmination of Star Wars. I'm sitting down now with Dan Weiss and David Benioff and and Ryan. We didn't forget about you, big boy. We're all sitting down to talk about where do we go next. We've all had conversations about what the possibilities might be, but now we're locking it down. And the summit is on calendar for the next month, for May. Now, granted, in that time period, there's been nothing that's come out of Star Wars, of Lucasfilm, talking about that particular meeting. All we know is that Star Wars is coming 2022, 2024, 2026. Outside of this movie dropping in a few months, like 3 months from now, holy crap. That's it. Okay, that's what we got going on. And we have all the D+ series, which make me just so happy to be a Star Wars fan because they all look great. Yeah, I'm hyped. Deal with it. And so that's where we are. Is ambiguous response, non-confirmation, no updates out of that thing officially. And Johnson is like, yeah, I might go and make another movie in between working on whatever I'm working on with whomever I'm working on it with. I mean, my goal is to put out movies, and I'm gonna, go make another movie. And considering the fact that Lionsgate is heavily doubling down on trying to make Rian Johnson a household name and a positive. Look at the Knives Out marketing. It's like, it's a Rian Johnson. Who done it? And I'm like, I don't know. Who killed Luke? That's who done it. Who made Leia fly through space all Carrie Poppins style? Rian Johnson's who done it. And the internet never forgets, Ryan. The internet never forgets. Look, I think he's out. I don't know if this rumor should be true. I think he's out. I think he's out, and I think they've been dangling it along now. For 2 years, they've been dangling it along. 2 years. They've been sitting there saying, like, Rian Johnson's trilogy. No movement, no movement, no movement, no movement. Well, we're working on it, but we're doing another movie first. If I can do another movie after the fact, or before we start filming it, or while we're doing it. What? I mean, obviously, he's probably referring to the whole, like, he's going to write and direct the first movie, then write the second and third film and not direct those. But, come on. Look, at this rate, whatever Rian Johnson's doing, maybe Star Wars trilogy-wise for movies, if it's not dead, it's going to be on D+. It's going to be there. They're going to put it there and try to rebuild credibility there and then maybe bring him back into the film fold. But another Rian Johnson directed Star Wars movie is not going to crack. It's not going to crack. Not going to do a bill. It's going to be like Solo levels. That's what I'm talking about. But those are simply my thoughts. What are yours? Let me know down in the comments below. Be sure to like the video if you had fun with it, if you enjoyed what I had to say. And let me know if you disliked it. Why? Tell me. Cut me deep with your criticism. And be sure to subscribe. Click the bell if you want to get more content from me. I hope you do. If you want to also support the channel, there's a Patreon link in the video description. Just saying. Putting that out there, I'll talk to you all later. Have yourself a great day. And peace out.